Yo, it's boy Marcus Morcini back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about COD Mobile and Modern Warfare 3 2023 maps. So, as you guys know, we've been playing pretty much the same batch of maps in COD Mobile Ranked since launch, really. I mean, they've added in a few, here and there, but for the most part, it's really just been the same ones. Takeoff has been in and out. Standoff has been in, Raid, Nuketown, Slums, and I love these maps. These are great maps. These are iconic maps. They're phenomenal maps, right? Summit. But when we're talking about, we need to differentiate things up a little bit. That'd be nice, and I think map voting, no matter what maps you put in the pool, if you have map voting, people are only going to vote for those three maps that I named, really. If Raid goes up against any new map, Raid's getting picked. Standoff is getting picked. Firing range is getting picked. All of those are gone. You know what I mean? So then you never play any new maps, right? So it's just man, for this game to have the potential that it has and us still be playing the same old maps over and over and over again just seems kind of weird. Why can't we get a little bit of a mix in there? Right? And I love these maps as much as anybody. I'm just saying that sometimes you gotta switch it up a little bit. So with these Modern Warfare 3 2023 maps, I'm gonna be pretty much just driving you through all of them, and then once we get to the end, I'll kind of say which ones I want to see come back and why. But we'll kind of cover the competitive ones first, because those are ones I would more likely want to come back if we were to get them. So we'll start off with Subbase. This was not one that I really enjoyed. I don't really care for multiplayer maps with water, and Subbase has water. So, I'm just swimming around, flanking people all game long. It's weird. I just don't like how that game plays, or how that map plays, or really anything about that map. Whether it's S&D or Hardpoint, doesn't matter. Doesn't play well to me. Next up, we'll talk about Terminal. Terminal was actually so bad that they pulled it out of competitive, and they should have done that a long time ago in COD Mobile. But you know what? Whatever. Terminal's still in. Terminal was a competitive map at the very, very beginning of Modern Warfare 3 2023, and they've only played it because they just didn't really have a choice. You know what I mean? And the map was just absolutely terrible. Terrible to watch. Terrible to play. Horrible map in that specific game. I know all the time people love Terminal. I never have, but whatever. Next up, we got Rio. Rio is a big one, man. This one came back. This map came back towards the middle of that life cycle and was really good, man. Rio was a lot of fun. Played great in all the modes. It was just an overall really solid map, and I would love to see Rio come back to COD Mobile, right? I know it's a big map, but I think with COD Mobile's garbage spawn system, Rio would actually probably work out okay, because you wouldn't really have to worry about spawning in the very, very back of the map at all because of how terrible our spawn system is. And so I think Rio could work. Vista. Vista was another DLC map that came in late, and it was not as good as Rio, and they only really played it in Hardpoint, but it was still a competitive map in that game, and it was brightly colored and enjoyable to play, so I wouldn't mind seeing Vista, but I definitely think there's a much better option with 6-star. 6-star was phenomenal, man. 6-star might be the best map we have gotten in Call of Duty since Black Ops 4. Honestly, it is a really good map. It's beautiful. It does have water, and it's really just a pool, but I feel in COD Mobile, they won't make you actually swim in it. You could probably just run through it. So that would actually be a lot better. And then with Subbase, how I said earlier, that water is like a pond, like a lake. You know what I mean? So you can't really just walk through that. It's 50 feet deep. You know what I mean? Whereas in 6-star, the whole map flows great. And then there's just basically like Raid. There's a pond on the left side. It's very, very similar to Raid now that I think about it in terms of a lot of parts of the layout. It's weird. Didn't think about that until just now. No wonder 6-star is so good. And then we'll kind of go back through some of the old maps now, because Modern Warfare 3 2023, they brought back a lot of old Modern Warfare 3 maps. So Afghan, Derail, Estate, these are well-known, like essentially classic maps, but these are terrible for like a competitive or putting them in ranked. We would not want these. Afghan's massive. Estate is massive. Derail was literally known as the biggest map of all time. So none of those are really ideal. Favela's already in COD Mobile, so we wouldn't really bring back Favela. High Rise we already have, so not really anything to talk about with High Rise. It's already in the game. It's already in ranked, and it's kind of whatever. Invasion is a massive map that was played competitive. I don't think that would be great at all, man. Even in 5v5, I don't think that would be good. Plus the COD Mobile spawn system, I just don't think that's a good map to bring back. It's ugly. It's not fun to play. It's just meh. Karachi could come back. I wasn't a big fan of Karachi, but it was better than a bunch of the maps that we had. So I could play it. It's just not something I want to play. Same with Skid Row. I look at that the same way. Skid Row was just kind of like, yeah, I'll play it, but it's not. I'm not excited for Skid Row. You know what I mean? Rust, classic Rust. We already have that in COD Mobile alongside Scrapyard. Rundown could be interesting alongside Quarry. Those two maps are, kind of whatever. There's a lot of whatever maps in this game. Underpass. Wasteland is massive and wide open. The entire map is literally just a field. Departures, starting to get into DLCs here. Departures, Stash House, Checkpoint, Emergency, Grime, Grow House, Tanked Incline, Drive-Through, Yard, Bait, Tokyo, Paris. None of these are really looking very good to me. Greece was enjoyable. I really did enjoy Greece. I think that was the first map I got the nuke on, was Greece in that game. And so I did have a lot of fun on that map. A lot of water, though. So I wouldn't really suggest bringing that back in. I think the water routes are just super annoying. Meat's already in Warzone Mobile. I don't think that would be one to bring back to COD Mobile, though. Just leave that in Warzone Mobile and just leave it there. DOS House, super surprised DOS House is not in this game already. It's a small map like Shipment, and it'd be easy to grind camos on. So it will be, something you probably see in. Also think we could possibly see a Shipmas, which is like a Christmas edition of Shipment, coming up during the holiday season. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what we got. So I know we've had like Holiday Raid and Holiday Crash, but Shipment would be a big one to kind of have that for. That being said, we got some ground war maps as well and BR maps. Not really talking about that in this one, though. So do with that what you wish. None of them were really good. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications if you want to. It's been your boy Marcus Morcini. I'm out. Peace.